This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
Calls for disability bill update. One PNG online to assist government. And policy to intervene in communities. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Malcolm Waira. Thank you for joining us. Persons with impairments are calling on the Department of Community Development, Youth and Religion to speed up the process so that the disability bill can be tabled in Parliament.
With the upcoming National Disabled Day set for the 29th of March this year, persons with impairments are still waiting for the disability bill to be tabled in the Parliament. The Committee of PNG Assembly of Disabled Persons, Kalan Services National Unit and the Christian Blind Mission confirmed that they have been doing enough consultations for several years since 2018, and it's time now to pass the bill. The Josiah General Manager Benson Hahambu said they are waiting for Department for Community Development, Youth and Religion to push forward for this bill.
We're just waiting for our partner, the Community Development, Ministry of Community Development, to come on board and invite all of us, as the service providers, to attend a roundtable discussion to provide more feedback whereas and when needed.
Director of Kalan Services National Unit said persons with impairments' voices can only be heard if they have a minister representing them on the floor.
Well, I just hope that it will be passed by the national government so that disability will be recognized as one of the key components of service delivery for persons with disabilities in Papua New Guinea. They are not forgotten. You know? They need services. They really need the services they need.
Attempts made by this newsroom to get comments from the responsible department were unsuccessful. Esther Gane, National EMTV News.
However, the Minister for Community Development, Youth and Religion, Jason Peter, responded to EMTV News this afternoon that the Administrative Committee endorsed the Disability Service Bill as a significant milestone for the country on the 7th of February 2024 at Gateway Hotel in Port Moresby. He said the Disability Service Bill is essentially colossal to protect and empower persons with impairments. The significance of the bill was acknowledged, but it was endorsed and subsequently submitted to the National Executive Council through the Central Agency Coordinating Committee. The Investment Promotion Authority has updated laws under its jurisdiction to address PNG's international obligations on anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing. This was announced by IPA Managing Director Clarence Hood during the launching of the Internal Revenue Commission's plan for tax information sharing.
Speaking during the launch of IRC's Country Action Plan for the Exchange of Information on Request, or EOIR, Hood said the EOIR imposed requirements for IPA to implement in order to meet international obligations on transparency and information sharing for tax purposes.
So certainly the IPA, as the agency responsible for business registrations and investment facilitation at PNG, it recommended that laws be amended to cater for these new requirements.
The EOIR Country Action Plan was developed by IRC in collaboration with IPA and the Central Bank's Financial Analysis and Supervision Unit, or FASU. The plan provides the legal and regulatory framework for the parties to provide and exchange information with foreign tax authorities to counter bank secrecy, tax evasion, money laundering, and other illicit banking activities.
The IPA undertook a significant exercise to review the laws that come under it to address PNG's international obligations as part of the AML and CTF reforms, and to keep up to par with the developments of technology in the area of business registry systems.
Hood stated the updated laws that are under IPA's jurisdiction.
The amendments, as we know, include the Companies Amendment Act of 2022, the Business Groups and Corporations Amendment Act of 2022, the Associations and Corporations Act of 2023, and the Investment Promotions Authority Amendment Act of 2023. The Associations and Corporations Act of 2023 is a completely new piece of legislation, replacing the old Associations and Corporations Act of 1966.
He further stated that under the new amended laws, non-profit organizations will now be required to provide their report to IPA. The amendments are awaiting clearance from the First Legislative Council before they are brought before Cabinet. Edson Kuso, National EMTV News.
The One PNG online platform will provide the government with critical data in the labor market. This was alluded to by the Minister for Labor and Employment, Kesi Sawang.
Minister Sawang said the platform will be a useful analytical tool for the government as a user, specifically in the development of curriculum for the government to address skill sets in the labor market.
It will enhance collaboration that will also efficiently reflect statistics and trends in the labor market.
The minister said the online platform aligns with the broader goals of the PNG National Employment Policy,
which calls for the development of the labor market information system, and which my ministry administers. This platform will further strengthen partnership and collaboration on information and data collection and sharing on the labor market for the LMIS, or the Labor Market Information System.
The Executive General Manager of KPH Corporate Affairs, Luke Leary, stressed that the platform in the long term would be a key credible source of reference point for different industries.
Papua New Guineans will be surprised. You may be more competent than somebody living in Azerbaijan as a petroleum engineer. All you have to do is put your competency online and let the system filter you and see where you stand.
Minister Sawang highlighted that One PNG online platform will enhance efficiency in the labor market in streamlining of the job search process, connecting the skills of workers with the need of employment and smooth job transitions. Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
The Managing Director of the National Energy Authority, Ronald McCarter, disclosed that the NEA's decentralized electricity supply policy is a direct intervention with communities that will address power issues at the community level.
The MD said electricity is one of the subcategories that falls under the Connect PNG program, one of the 5 pillars included in a budget submitted to the government.
We want to open up the market, bring the power in, but if the people are not connected because of the economic position, those are everyday villagers, dads and mom, if they can't even afford to pay their kids' school fee, forget power. We've got to address those through such policy papers.
Mr. McCarter pointed out that PNG has high voltage of electricity running in the provinces of Momasa region, which has resources that are not fully utilized. He said this can be addressed through the policy.
You look at Madang province, you can do 100 megawatt from Karkar. You got geothermal in Madang. You got fast-flowing rivers in Madang. You can do biomass in Madang. You got Ramusuga there. You got the oil palm there. Why are we not tapping into those resources?
The MD further highlighted the challenges faced in other provinces.
I should say West New Britain. You got the Kimberbiela, but how about the ones on the East Coast? There's no road, no power. We got 600 islands in Papua New Guinea. 50% of our landmass lies along the Papuan Fallen Base, which is flooded all the way up to Dreamgas and Pinyang and Kiunga. You only have that Owen Stanley Range separating the Pacific Basin from the Papuan Fallen Basin. To build a road in the Papuan region will cost you 5 million kina per kilometer than to build a road up in the highlands. So those are the challenges.
He said NEA is looking at key policy vacuum that needs to be prioritized in the sub-sector policies. He added that NEA has 21 policies that is under draft. However, he said as an institution, NEA has its own challenges that can be addressed through collaborations with its partners in the space of the energy sector. Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
Prime Minister James Marape has received and approved the provincial budget for the Western Highlands province in his office in Port Moresby. The presentation of the budget was made to Marape by Governor for Western Highlands Province, Wairapa, together with member for Hagen Open and Minister for State-Owned Enterprises, William Duma, along with Administrator Joseph Mangbil and all the Provincial Executive Council members.
Marape, upon receiving the budget of a total of 375.8 million kina, congratulated Governor Rapa for a well-planned budget for his province and labeled the budget as realistic and is in line with the government's policies and goals.
To firstly congratulate the Honourable Wairapa under his chairmanship. The province is submitting 375.8 million. It's a realistic budget that complements our national government allocations for the province.
Prime Minister Marape highlighted that Western Islands Province is an important province and it's the centerpiece for the country. It remains a very strategic key province for the rest of the Highlands region.
But in a localized setting, centerpiece of the 5 provinces. And when I throw back the western part of Gulf, now with the road accessibility from Kikori into that part of our country, then it will continue to remain as a major tertiary service center.
The Prime Minister then reaffirmed commitment to ensure the delivery of major infrastructure development. Governor Rapa, when presenting the 2024 provincial budget to Prime Minister, gave a brief on the priority areas captured in the budget.
I think we play look more on the education side, on subsidizing on school fees on tertiary institution. For this year, last year was 5 million, but this year about 10 million.
Rapa indicated that the budget is more similar to the previous budget of 2023. After presenting the 2024 budget to the Prime Minister, the Western Highlands Provincial Administration then visited the Department of Implementation and Rural Development and presented the acquittals. Sharon Engnui, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us. You're watching National EMTV News. The West New Britain Provincial Administration has made an executive decision to have its online authorized requisition officer to upload financial claims. This is to improve on the turnaround time of uploading and processing claims to enable smooth flow of service delivery.
Recently, the procurement process task was delegated to the West New Britain Provincial Administration. Acting Provincial Finance Manager with Treasury Office, Elizabeth Palibutu, explains further.
In this year's procurement processes, previously the processes were, the claims processing were done by the Department of Finance, Provincial Finance Office, up at my office. This year we decided to make a change and delegate the procurement processes back to the West New Britain Provincial Administration so that they can take care of implementing the budget.
She further touched on the key function.
Procurement, uploading, we gave them the checklist to make sure that all the claims are in compliance with the PFMA. But prior to them uploading, the claims are brought up to the Treasury, the then Provincial Treasury, now Provincial Finance Office, for our staff to do compliance check, examine, and all this. And then we all vet the personal claims and give them the goods and services that are required for the purchase order to be printed, and then they upload it on our behalf, or like they do the uploading, and then it is submitted to our office for compliance check again.
Ms. Palibutu stressed on the reasons surrounding the shift.
It's a way forward because in the previous years we have backlog of claims up at the Treasury because all the administration's claims are only processed by one person. Our structure only allowed for one person, and that is the commitment clerk or the uploading officer, and it does all the processing. But now it is spread out to all the admin offices. So
it is understood that the online requisitioning of claims was given to the Provincial Treasury in 2021 when the IFMS was done. Sharon Engnui, National EMTV News.
The key universal basic education indicators that impact students' access to education, retention and learning outcomes are sensitive to changes in government policies and practices. This was according to the National Research Institute discussion paper number 211, titled Comparative Analysis of 2015 and 2019 Key Universal Basic Education Indicators of Papua New Guinea's provinces.
This discussion paper number 211 by Peter Michael and Dr. Kilala indicate that low student achievements are evident in older students, indicating that the issue is severe and is evident in many elementary and primary schools in PNG. According to the discussion, to ensure appropriate and quality education, it is crucial that the efforts are made to increase the enrollment of students by correct age, while seeking alternatives for those students who are in need of relevant learning opportunities. The discussion paper further pointed out that the government has to acknowledge the fact that access to education, retention rate, poor quality and learning outcomes are some of the problems that exist in basic education and must do something about it. The findings from this study indicates that providing better interventions in this key UBE area will further boost access, improve participation, and ensure quality education for all. In order to help under and overage children, low-performing learners to achieve at acceptable levels and minimize high dropouts rates, further research has to be conducted to fully understand the reasons and identify the factors. Estagane, National EMTV News.
5 Papua New Guineans have been awarded scholarships to do postgraduate studies at Japanese universities this year. This is part of the Japanese government scholarship program known as the 2024 Mongbuk Agakusho, or MAXT.
The 5 Papua New Guineans will be departing in the first week of April to Japan are Raven Bernardine Niggs, Elijah Eremugo Numoy, Belmain Manasseh Topul, Melanie Pai Dirua, and Elijah Damke. The 2024 Monbuka Gakusho, or MAXT, is a Japanese government scholarship, and the recipients are selected through a rigorous selection process from all over the world each year. MAXT 2024 will provide full tuition fee exemption, exam fee, monthly stipend, and international airfare. Research students will also get the opportunity to do their research in international laboratories with excellent facilities under the supervision of international professors. This scholarship gives the opportunity for the students to settle down and live in Japan for 2 or 3 years for the duration of their studies.
The 5 Max Scholarship recipients will undertake their studies in their respective fields of specialization and working towards their postgraduate studies. Tamara Agavi, National EMTV News.
Elijah Damke is one of the recipients of the Max Japanese Scholarship, who will be departing for Japan in April. This young man hails from Wasara in East Sepik Province. It will be a dream come true as he continues his passion for engineering.
Elijah Damke will undertake his postgraduate studies at a university in Japan. Damke recalled his past experiences that have brought him thus far in his current aspiration to study in Japan.
He was the recipient of Max Scholarship too. So he went to Japan in 2013. So he did his master's and then he came back in 2016 and 17. So, and then he told me to apply. He encouraged me. He said the processes and steps are like this. So I came here. That was after me finishing my studies in Malaysia in 2022. So I came back and I just tried. I said, let me try. And then I came good, but then I was dropped out. And last time when I applied, and everything was successful.
Elijah then thanked his father for his continued support in his dream of pursuing studies.
First of all, I just want to say thank you to my dad, because he has struggled a lot, especially because when I was doing undergraduate studies, not only me, 3 of us were studying and he was having a big time. So first of all, thank you to him to be with me and my other siblings, especially supporting us with the school fees and all that.
He went on to encourage anyone who is interested to undergo studies in Japan.
Well, what I would say to those who are trying to apply is just visit the Japanese embassy, get the information, the requirements, and you submit the papers. So they don't accept anything via email, so everything is through hard copy. So you need to provide 3 sets of hard copies to the embassy and they will screen it. And the screening process is very fast. Within a week or 2, you'll get the result.
Tamara Agavi, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. After a decade-long absence from the National Capital District Soccer Association tournament due to internal issues, the Tarangao Football Association has finally secured a place in the competition. This marks a significant milestone for the association and its members.
In order to form a formidable football club for the tournament, the association has initiated the pre-season Bomana Talent Discovery Tournament. The tournament, now in its 2nd weekend, serves as a platform for identifying and selecting talented players to represent the Tarangao Football Association. Philip Pitten, the coordinator of the Bomana Talent Discovery Tournament, revealed that a total of 16 male teams and several female teams have registered and actively participating in the competition.
Soccer been missing inside the community for almost 10 to 11 years. Now, time running Singapore man lokam interest big platumas. So we have to just run a mini competition like this for 3 weeks. So we started that competition and start last week.
The presence of both male and female teams underscores the inclusive nature of the event and the association's commitment to fostering talent across both genders. Pitten also highlighted the positive impact the games have had on the Bomana community.
We will participate with the Campeonatos Association, and we'd like to let him know that we are not the Tarangao that is before. We are a new blend of Tarangao data coming into your association. And we will improve on that, and we will participate meaningfully and contribute into the development of soccer in your association. Thank you.
Beyond the rims of sports, the tournament has brought people together and instilled a sense of pride and unity among residents. With one more weekend remaining in Bomana Talent Discovery Tournament, anticipation is building as teams vie for victory and players showcase their skills in hopes for being selected to represent Tarangao in the upcoming NCDSA tournament. James Guken, Trukai Sports.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The weather forecast for the next 24 hours. For the southern region, Port Moresby City, partly cloudy with possible showers. Daru, partly cloudy periods with few showers. Kerema, partly cloudy with possible brief showers. Alota, rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Popondetta, some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. To the Momase region, Ley City, partly cloudy with some showers and possible thunderstorms. Medang, few showers. Wewak, rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Vanimo, some showers. To the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau, few showers. Kavieng, partly cloudy with few showers possible. Kokopon Rabaul, partly cloudy. Kimbe, few showers possible. Buka, few showers. To the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, rain showers and possible thunderstorms, then morning fog. Goroka, Bans and Kundiawa, some showers and possible thunderstorms, then morning fog. Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, some showers and possible thunderstorms, then morning fog. Looking at the small ships forecast, waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwai Islands to Kerema to Yule Island to Hood Point to Samari Islands, seas 1 to 2 meters, rising to 3 to 4 meters. Waters of Samari Island to Cape Vogel and all Millen Bay Islands, seas 1 to 2 meters, rising to 3 meters. Waters of Cape Vogel to Huon Gulf to Finchafen, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of Finchafen through VTS Strait to Siasi Long Islands, seas 1.5 to 2.5 meters, rising to 3 meters. Waters of Long Island to Medang to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG Indonesian border, seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands, seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of East New Britain to New Ireland to Bougainville, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of West New Britain, seas 1 to 2 meters, rising to 2.5 to 3 meters. Looking at the ocean forecast, coral seas rough to very rough, northwest winds of 25 to 33 knots, increasing to 47 knots. Looking at the Solomon seas slight to moderate, northwest winds of 10 to 20 knots. Bismarck seas moderate, northwest winds of 10 to 20 knots. Pacific Ocean seas smooth to slight, northeast to northwest winds of 5 to 15 knots.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Sunday, the 17th of March, 2024. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.